morning, guys. It's your girl Tash. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am so excited for today's video, and that is because Dollar General finally released their private label makeup brand. If you follow me on Instagram at BUDGETDIVASCLOSET, you noticed that I posted about it yesterday, that I was going to make a video today. I also shared with you guys their new displays, and they are so adorable. So really quickly, the theme behind the brand is that everything is super affordable. Everything is $5 and under. I know, right? $5 and under, so it's probably one of those wonky brands, right? I think we're gonna be wrong about that suggestion. And the only reason I say that is because yesterday I saw an influencer that I follow that I actually trust, and I was blown away. So as soon as I got done watching her video, I called every Dollar General within a 50-mile radius of me, and I actually found their full display. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to get everything. However, I got quite a bit of stuff for a full face. Now, everything in here is not that brand. Their brand name is called Believe Beauty. And back to what I was saying about the entire theme behind the brand is it is supposed to be high quality cosmetics at an affordable price for everybody, because cosmetic prices are constantly just all the way up here, yet our paychecks and that are down here. So I'm really excited to dip into this. I do have a primer, foundation, mascara, an eyeshadow trio, a lipstick, a brows, what else did I get? A palette to contour, blush, and highlights, concealer. Again, I did not get everything from this brand, so I'm still going to incorporate super affordable products to go along with it, but I'm gonna stop talking now and we are gonna get into the makeup. Alright guys, so starting off with primer. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I did pick up one of their makeup sponges. Now, I think this was like $4. I will list all the prices down below. You guys, this is super soft. It feels softer than my e.l.f. sponge, my Real Technique sponge. So I am super excited to play with this today. But first things first, we're gonna get into their primer. Now, you all know, if you have been with me, that I do have dry skin. So I picked up the Believe Beauty Pretty and Primed Hydrating Primer. And this is what it looks like. Come on, ring light. There we go. So it's pretty standard packaging. You do get a standard 1 full ounce of product. And on the back of it, it says, a replenished face primer that hydrates, smooths, and preps skin for flawless makeup application. Will leave your skin feeling dewy, healthy, or with a dewy, healthy looking finish. Apply a small amount of primer with fingers or brush to forehead, nose, chin, cheeks before makeup application. Allow to set for 1 to 2 minutes. Now, it also does say on the back that this is silicone free, paraben free, and they also are a cruelty free brand. They do not test on animals. So I think that that is really cool as well. I am a big animal lover. You guys know this. So go ahead and get in here. Now, the seal that comes on the back of it is just the standard seal that stores put on so that if someone steals, obviously their little system goes off. This is not sealed on the inside, at least mine is not. Ooh, my goodness, so it's blue. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. So this is what it looks like. It feels kind of watery, but still very creamy. I don't smell a scent in here, so that's good. Although I don't mind scented products, a lot of people cannot use fragrance and they don't like it, so. Now the primer was $5, I do remember that, which I think is reasonable. This feels really nice on the skin. Feels really hydrating and lightweight, and as you guys can see, it did give me a nice glowy finish. Wow. In the viewfinder, I feel like my skin looks a little glass-like, which I've been really into lately. So, I am also going to incorporate a pore primer just because I have pesky little pores. Now, I will leave their website down below because you can purchase some of the products on the Dollar General website. But from what I noticed, you can only purchase the first 2 pages worth of products, and then after that it says that everything else is available in store. They do give you a good array of products that you can purchase though. I did contact them and I'm waiting on a response to see if in the future they're going to sell everything on dollargeneral.com, and I'm still waiting for a response. So I'm gonna let this set for about 2 minutes like the package recommends. It's already starting to get nice and tacky, and when we come back, we are gonna get into the foundation. Alright guys, so next we are going to go ahead and get into eyeshadow. Just in case there's any fallout, I want to do my eyeshadow first. Now, I did not put any eye tape down as of yet. I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. I need a mirror. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and put some eye tape on, and we're going to get into the eyeshadow palette and concealer. I'm going to attempt to use their concealer for primer. I have not opened it yet, so I don't know what kind of texture to expect. I don't know if it's matte. I don't know if it's radiant, dewy, creamy, all that good stuff. So I am using tape again today because your girl forgot her eyeshadow tapes. So moving into eyeshadow, I do have the Believe Beauty eyeshadow palette in the shade Plush Purples, and this is what it looks like. Super beautiful. There are mattes and shimmers in here, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the palette for you guys. Bear with me, you guys. I feel like I'm all over the place right now. This is my first like new brand that I'm reviewing, so I'm trying to remember all the correct steps if there are any. Alright, so in their eyeshadow palette, you do get 6 shades. Turn on my ring light here. And it looks like one maybe like a glittery shade. It looks really, really pretty. So going into the palette, I'm swatching the first shade here. So this one's very, very light. I'm sure you guys cannot even see that. It's like a very light, airy. It looks like a setting shade or maybe a transition shade. So it did not swatch very well. Moving into the second shade. Oh my god. The second shade, this is the swatch here, and I swatched this shade right here. Going into the third shade, this purple right here, looks so pretty. And that's what it looks like. Go ahead and wipe my hands off. Alright, moving into this bottom shade. This is the one that I mentioned that I thought looks like it has glitter in it. I'm just gonna put it up to the camera for you guys. Right here. It looks super beautiful. Now these are a little, I don't want to say chunky, but there is some fallout. I mean, and that's what that shade looks like. Oh my god, you guys. These look really pigmented. So beautiful. So I'm swatching the next matte, which is this middle bottom shade here. And oh my god. You guys, these are so pigmented. Swatching the very last shade, this guy right here. I'm just going to put her up on my knuckles. Yeah, these are nice and pigmented, like, here. I am really excited. And when I tell you guys the price of this palette, you're going to be like, $5. $5, you guys. Oh my god. So moving into their concealer. This is called the Believe Beauty, well obviously, concealer, your covered liquid concealer in the shade light beige. Now when I was in the store looking at the display, there was quite a few shades actually. They do look like they have a good shade range for light, like super light skin tones, moving into medium and moving into the deeper skin tones. But when it comes to the concealer, I felt like there was a significant jump from this one to the next shade, which would probably be a summer shade for me. So this may be too light. That's fine. We're just testing things out here. So you do get a standard applicator that is flat on both sides, and this is what it looks like. Go ahead and swatch this. This is the shade light beige. Holy crap, that looks like some serious coverage there, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with this, and let's see what happens. So the shade's not too bad. It does look kind of yellowy, in my opinion, on me, but you never know. So I'm just going to use the sponge as flat side to blend that into my eyelid. So far so good. Like, I think it looks nice. It doesn't look like super matte. It doesn't look super dewy. trying to wait and see what this dries down to on my hand. While we're doing that, I'm actually going to go on their website and read you guys some information about the concealer, if there is any, and also read you some information about this eyeshadow palette. Guys, this might be a little bit of a long video, so grab your coffee. You might have to pause it, but grab your coffee. Okay, really quickly, I'm just going to start off from the beginning. Primers. Now, I know that they do have 3 primers, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what those are. I actually wanted to get one of the other primers for pores, of course. But I'm on a bit of a budget right now, and it's like, that's fine. So scrolling through here, just a minute. I typed in primer, and it brought everything else up. Okay. They do have this hydrating primer, which is called Believe Beauty Pretty and Primed Color Correcting Primer 1 is what it says on the website, but this is what it is. And then they also have the Believe Beauty Pretty and Primed Stay Put Makeup Primer. Now this one I believe is a mattifying primer from what I read in the store, and it says, all it says is the perfect universal formula to leave your face fresh and smooth while keeping your makeup in place. So I think this is their mattifying makeup primer. And then they have one more, I believe. No, they have the hydrating primer, a color correcting primer, which says, it just says green pigments help to reduce and balance redness in the skin to create a flawless makeup even application. Okay, so I saw 4 primers on the website and in the store. They have a mattifying primer, they have a hydrating primer, a color correcting primer in green, and then another one in pink, I believe. So all of those primers retail for $5. And then moving on to the eyeshadow. Okay, so the Believe Beauty, I'm trying so hard, you guys, not to say Believe Beauty every time. This is the Plush Purples eyeshadow palette, and it says this eyeshadow palette is curated with a selection of 6 highly pigmented mattes, striking shimmers, and metallics. So that shade that I mentioned that might have glitter in it is technically a metallic shade. With all smooth and blendable texture, the versatile collection allows you to create both classic and playful looks that go from day to night. So it just says perfect pairing, Believe Beauty all over eyeshadow brush, Believe Beauty blending eyeshadow brush, Believe Beauty long lasting eyeliner, and it just goes on to tell you, like on the website, what each product would pair perfectly with. They do have some brushes. Unfortunately, I was not able to get any, but y'all, them brushes are only like $3 to $5, and I was actually able to open one up in the store and kind of play with it because I know the girl that works there, and it was so soft I wanted to grab it so bad. Anyways, moving on to the concealer, back to the concealer. This one has dried down and it is kind of sticky, which I kind of like because I do like to use concealer as eyeshadow primer. It's not super matte, it doesn't feel like, but we are going to see once we put it on the under eye. On the website, it says that the concealer, hang on you guys, my phone froze. Does that really happen to anybody else? Alright you guys, so on the website it does say about the Your Covered Liquid Concealer. Perfect your skin in one step. This highly pigmented concealer visibly brightens under eye darkness and tinted, can I read this morning, and tired lines with a natural coverage. Now to me it does look highly pigmented, but let's see what's natural about a highly pigmented concealer. So we're going to go in with the first shade here, and I'm going to use this to set my lids. I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush to do so. I will tell you guys, like, holy cow, there's barely any creasing on my lids, and you guys know that my lids crease like crazy. Now, there's like maybe 1 or 2 very small creases, but holy crap, that never happens, so that's crazy. Maybe it won't crease bad on the under eye. Alright, so going into a fluffy brush, I'm going to start out with the shade, I guess it's a little pink shade right here, or it's like a purpley pink, so it's probably not going to be, you know, super pigmented, but I do see a little bit of color. It's blending really nicely. This is pigmented, like I can see the color. So I'm going to go in with this middle shade here, and we're just going to take that into my crease as well on the same fluffy brush. It's blending out really nicely. It's not patchy. You know what? Let me bring you guys in. I'm so sorry. This is lack of coffee this morning. So hopefully you guys can see that. I'm trying to keep my ring light down as low as possible so you guys can see everything. But yeah, it blended really, really nicely. Looking at this eye so you guys can see the color on this eye. Super pretty. Now I'm actually going to build that up just a little bit because there's really not a whole lot left that I can put in the crease. Everything else is shimmers and metallics. I'm going to color switch this brush just to use it for further blending. I'm going to take a smaller brush into my crease, and I'm going to just deepen it up with that same middle shade here. Now I did pull another super affordable palette that you guys have seen me use on my channel before, just to incorporate some of the matte shades, because there's only 6 shades in here and 3 of them are light mattes, which I'm not complaining about. It's a gorgeous palette. And the other ones are, you know, metallics and that. So I'm just going to take one of these darker matte shades right here and just start off in my deep crease and then go out on my outer corner. Hopefully this looks right. Alright y'all, so I'm not doing anything too crazy today. Just a few colors so that I felt like I had a full eye look. So for my lid shade, I'm actually going to go into this one right here. That was that one I was like, woo! And I'm just going to take it on my finger and apply it to the lid. Oh my god. $5, y'all. $5. I get so overly excited about affordable makeup, and it's because, you know, coming up, like growing up and stuff, this is what I used, was affordable makeup. Now Sephora sucked me in as I got into my teens and 20s, but this is what I used. So this is what it's looking like so far. I am gonna wet my brush and add just a little bit more, even though I think this is good. Like this, it's very, very good pigment. Now there is kick up in the pan, just for those that are curious. But y'all already know, say it with me. I don't care, I don't mind. It does not bother me one bit. Alright you guys, so I am going to be done with this just for now. On the inner corner, I'm going to take this purple shade, I think, once we get done with everything else. So really quickly, I'm going to go off camera and finish this eye. We will do the under eyes after we move into this beautiful guy right here, the foundation. Alright you guys, so far, I'm digging this eyeshadow palette. I think it is so beautiful. So pretty. I cannot wait to see like the final finished look. So I did pick up one of their brow pencils, and this is what it looks like. Focus camera. Okay, well, it doesn't want to focus the way that I want it to. It does come with a spoolie, and on the other end you are gonna get pencil brush, I believe. So sorry you guys, I'm not prepared. Nothing's opened. And then I picked mine up in the shade dark brown. This is what it looks like. Just swatching it on my hand. Ooh, she pigmented and creamy. Alright, you guys, so I'm kind of nervous, actually. Y'all know I don't do my brows on camera, but let's do it. Spoolie is actually really nice. The product looks really nice. Let's take a sip of coffee, take a deep breath, let's do it. Oh my god, this is so creamy. You guys, this just glides like so effortlessly. Oh my god. And as you guys can see, you can get those hair-like strokes. This pencil is so creamy, you guys. Now, I don't recall the price of the pencil, so I will link it down below. See, you guys, my brows take me so long to do. This is why I don't do them on camera. It's not the brow pencil, it's moi. Look at that, y'all. Alright guys, so brows are on. I'm going to go ahead and zoom y'all out just a little bit. We'll come back in and show you the foundation once we get into it. So, this is what their foundation looks like. I mean, we're talking glass packaging. And when I tell you the price, you're going to be like, what? $5. $5, you guys. So I picked mine up in the shade Tawny, and the reason is because the shades that the girl had out at the store were not looking like they were going to work for me now as well as in the summer. Also, the lighting in there is super horrible. We all know this when it comes to picking out foundation. As I said earlier, I believe, maybe I didn't. They do have a nice array of shades. I hope that once they, you know, get into seeing how people like the stuff and everything, that they'll come out with more. So right now, this is the shade that I picked up. It does come with a very nice pump. You guys, this is like a luxury packaging. It is so beautiful. This is what it looks like, pump and all. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put mine on the back of my hand, and if I need to, I will add in some lightener. Alright, you guys, so this is what it looks like. It's kind of a thinner, kind of runny consistency. I am going to have to lighten this as it's looking a little deeper and orange toned, which that's fine. So I'm just going to take my Physicians Formula Dandy Shade Brightener and add a few drops. It does feel really nice on the skin, like it's going to be really nice and light. It does say on the website that it is a natural finish, so hopefully it won't be like super matte. Now, they do have loose powders. Fortunately, I was not able to pick up one, but I did not see any pressed powders or anything. I believe they have translucent, one for light medium skin, and then medium to deep skin. So, those looked really nice. Alright, I'm just going to see if this will work. Still a little dark. Actually, this looks really pink toned. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my face because I do have a powder that I can use to lighten it as well. That way I'm not sitting here mixing all day. So I am going to go in with a sponge. Okay, first we're going to apply this with a brush. Down on my neckline. You guys know how I am. This does have a scent to it. I cannot figure out what this smells like, but there is a scent there for sure. It's not super strong. I mean, it kind of smells like chemicals mixed with like pancake syrup. Honestly, I smell pancake syrup. So, oh crap, I'm supposed to be using the sponge. Sorry, guys. So I'm just going to dip the sponge in here, pick some up, and I'm just going to tap, tap, tap it into the skin. Actually, I think this color might work. Wow. So it looks really pretty on the skin. It's actually looking kind of dewy right now, which y'all know I am all for, because every time somebody comes out with a foundation, it's matte. So right now it's feeling really nice and lightweight. Like I almost don't feel it sitting on the skin, and the sponge is applying it really beautifully. Okay guys, really quickly, I'm going to take a concealer brush and just go up here and just take the smallest amount to kind of clean some of this up. I don't want purple down on my face. Wow, it applies really nicely with a brush as well. So I will say that after all of that I had on my hand, like this tiny, tiny line right here is all I have left. So I don't know if the sponge is soaking up product or if I'm just using a lot. I think it might be soaking up product. But I mean, we all know that that happens with sponges, so. The sponge is covering a large area of the face though. Like, all I need to do is my forehead now. So I am going to stand up and kind of come into the camera so you guys can see, hopefully. This is the kind of coverage I'm getting so far. So it's like, right now I feel like I have like a light medium coverage. So I am going to try to build it up to full. So I'm taking 2 pumps on the back of my hand. The initial one I think was 3. So, but that's my fault, you guys. I'm heavy-handed. I've said that many a times on my channel. Okay, so we're gonna build it up. Now I think I got it too light. Just gonna go back in with that same sponge now and tap, tap, tap. So as you guys can see, it is building nicely. I still will not say that it is full coverage, but it's pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. Now, I did forget to go into a pore primer. I think I just got too excited and tired of waiting. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this sits in my pores, on my pores, what have you. Sorry, guys. Alrighty, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish applying what's on my hand. When we come back, we are going to do the concealer, some powder, not their powder, and then we will get into the rest of it because we are going to do a wear test today, so I don't want this video to be like an hour long. Alright, you guys, so I was able to get this up to a full coverage, and all I did was I took what was left on my hand and I used a brush, a foundation brush, and I just tapped it into the skin. So right now I'm kind of waiting on it to set a little bit better. I do think that this picks up a lot of product, so do I recommend the sponge for foundation application? Probably not. Maybe more concealer, other cream products, some powder setting and that. But right now, I don't recommend the sponge for foundation just because it picks up so much product. Now this so far is sitting nicely on the skin. I do enjoy how it applies. It's just very smooth feeling. And again, it is lightweight. Right off the bat, what I'm noticing is that I do have it sitting in my smile lines, which happens to me with every foundation for some reason. I don't know why. It just is what it is. I think it's all a part of aging. So far, it is starting to set down. I don't, again, know if this is going to be a matte formula. We will see. As you guys can tell, this is still a little too dark for me. But for the sake of YouTube, I am going to rock it all day, and we're going to do that wear test. So let's move on into concealer. And for the concealer, I'm just going to set it with what I normally set with, which is my CoverGirl Healthy Vitalist. So let me grab the right color. 17. Okay, so we're going into the Your Covered concealer. Again, I picked mine up in light beige, which is going to be way light for this foundation, so don't laugh at me. It's not that bad, I guess. It looks way lighter on camera than what it's coming across here. So because of the way that this applied on my hand, I did not go in with too much on my under eyes. I'm also going to do what I normally do with concealer, which is spray this. I also sprayed my sponge just a little bit. Sorry guys, I keep doing that where I feel like you can't see.
I think I need to apply a little bit more on my under eyes. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this yet, but I don't want to apply too much. So now that we've tried a sponge out, I am going to try out a foundation brush with this formula of concealer, and let's just see how it applies. Just a reminder, or in case I forgot to mention, I did use this as my eye primer today, and I felt like it dried nicely. The shadows went on really nice. Okay, so I don't like it with a brush. It's looking a little cakey that way. Surprisingly, on my driest area, my nose, it's looking really good. I don't know how I feel about it on my under eyes just yet, so we're just going to go ahead and set them with a little bit of my CoverGirl in number 710. I honestly don't think that it looks too bad right off the bat right now. The real test will be, as you guys know that I have these under eye lines that are kind of thick or whatever, and if it starts to sit in there, then I think we know what kind of concealer it is. It's dried down really fast. Even on my nose here, it's dried down. Like, I honestly don't need to set my nose today. The only thing I'm going to do is set my cheeks because everything else is like really dried down nicely. I'm going to go into my Physicians Formula, the Youthful Wear Powder in Translucent, because as you guys know, if you've been watching me, this is pretty much what I set my face with anymore. So I want to give it a fair shot to what I would wear on a normal basis. You guys know I have to set my cheeks and I have to set my under. Otherwise, if I don't set my cheeks, nothing will blend. That's gonna be with everybody though. Unless you're using cream products, girl. I'm gonna go ahead and set my chin as well. But the nose is actually good. Like, I cannot get over that. That's crazy. So far, it's not looking heavy or cakey with powder on it. I'm actually really surprised, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm just going to take some of the Rimmel Stay Matte and do down here like I've normally been doing, because that's what sets best for me. Cheeks are almost set. I have a little bit of an area here, but remember, I did apply some, I did apply more foundation over there to build it up. Alright, I think we are good to go. So, moving into their contour palette that I got. It's called the Get Glowing Highlight and Contour Palette. They have two shades. They have light medium and then medium deep. I picked up medium deep because the light medium just looked like, for my kind of tanner skin tone, it looked like it wasn't going to work for me. Now, I know on camera I am coming off a hell of a lot lighter than what I am, but you guys, look at this foundation. Okay, so y'all know it's darker. I know I'm looking a little cray-cray. It will all come together. So I did pick this up. This is what it looks like. These shades look really, really beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and quickly swatch them for you. This is the contour shade. Here's the blush shade, which looks really pretty. And here, ooh, is the highlighting shade. Oh my. Look how pigmented, you guys, for $5. Like, I love affordable makeup brands. It just, right now, y'all, ooh, y'all just don't know. All right, so I'm gonna go into my contour brush here. I'm gonna color switch it so there's no other product left on there. And I did pull out another bronzer, and actually what I pulled out for today is a setting powder. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte and Toffee that I use for bronzer. So I'm gonna use this contour shade in here. And here we go.
Ooh, she pigmented, yo. That is nice, you guys. Very, very nice. Actually, this is pretty bronzy for me. I don't think I'm gonna need another bronzer. Oh no, I can use this to bronze my face. This is nice, you guys. Look at that pigment. Ooh! Let me just go ahead and buff some out a little bit. Let me take my bronzing brush for the day. I didn't know I was gonna be able to use this as bronzer. Holla. Do you guys see that? Oh, it's so pretty. I don't think I like this brush for bronzing. Hold up. This is what I've been using. Now, it is a little difficult. There's fallout. It is a little difficult to get your big brushes in these pans, but if you take your time and you got patience, it'll work. It will work. Now, this bronzer shade is a little dark for me, but by summer, I'm gonna need it. So I'm glad that I picked up this shade instead of the light medium. And I will make this work. I know it's looking a little crazy right now, but this is just showing you guys how pigmented it truly is. And it's beautiful. I don't feel like this is patchy or, I mean, look at that pigment, y'all. Okay, so I'm just gonna fix this and kind of tap, tap, tap some of my translucent powder, blend it out just a little bit on this side as well. I mean, oh, it's so pretty, you guys. I just need to stop. Like, I'm just being overly dramatic. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go into a little bit of this toffee color just because I do feel like that's more of a contour shade. I just got really excited, so don't do what I did. Use it as a contour. I'm just going to be super bronzy today. Don't mind me, y'all. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and move into that blush color. That's looking gorgeous. I'm going to take my multi-purpose brush, and I'm just going to kind of do this so that I can just pick up that blush color. Oh my god, a lot comes off. You guys, I'm scared. Ooh! Do you guys see that pretty blush color? Come through, beauty, or believe beauty. Oh my god, you guys, this is gorgeous. Shook. Oh my god, you guys. Now I can't wait to try the highlight. You guys, this is so pretty. Like, stop it. Look at that. $5. $5. $5. So pretty. Okay, so right now I'm noticing it's really sitting in my laugh line. But you know what? We're going to try to take that away and just a little bit with some setting spray, which I forgot to pick up their setting spray. Now, that setting spray that they have at the store is a hydrating setting spray, y'all. So I was like, girl. Like, and I forgot to pick it up, so. So wetting my brush to go into the highlighting shade. Now, this may be a little bit too dark for me. I don't care right now. It's a first impression, and we're just playing, testing out product. No, it'll be fine. Bam, you guys. Oh my god. These products got me, you guys. Like, I want to go back and buy everything. Let's see how they wear, though, before I jump the gun. Y'all, look at that. Hey. Okay, I went a little ham with the contour. It's cool, though. It's cool. See, when we pop some of that setting spray on, It's gonna be fine. I got you. I got you. Okay, so all jokes aside, I did pick up a mascara as well as a, what else? Excuse me, you guys, while I rumble through my bundle of mess. Mascara. Oh, I did pick up a lippy as well, and I think that is the last product. Okay. So I did pick up a lipstick as well. We are going to break into her after we finish our under eyes. So far, right now, I love this little glowing highlight and contour palette for right now, $5. I love this one. And again, you guys, I got mine in medium deep. So we are going to go back into this guy right here, finish the under eye and inner corner, and then move on to some mascara. So I'm going to take just a little brush like so, and I'm going to go ahead and dip into one of the shades that we really did not use on my eyes yet, and it's this middle shade right here. Concealer's still looking pretty good on the under eye, and it's not sitting in that line like it normally does, you guys. Dollar General, you may be onto something. Wow. Foundation's not sitting in my pores funny. And remember, you guys, I did not apply a pore primer. Now, I did get a little messy with my under eyeshadow. That's alright. Very, very nice. And the moment that we've all been waiting for, I know Camille on her seat for this light purple in this palette right show. I don't know why, I just feel like that. I don't know if I want to put that there. No, I don't think I do. Okay, I'm going to put this super light pretty purple on my under eye as well. Love that. Don't you pull it today, eyes. You're doing good. So all I was doing, you guys, was building that purple shade up on my under eye. And now we are going to test out the concealer. I'm so excited. So this is their Believe Beauty Volumin Eyes Mascara in Intense Black. And this is what she looks like. Shows you a picture of the wand, which y'all know I'm obsessed with wands like that. I believe this was $5. Again, the prices will be linked down below. And it says our Volumin Eyes, or Volumin Eyes, whichever, mascara formula is buildable. Apply 1 coat for defined volume, 2 coats to add volume and curl, and 3 coats for the fullest volumized lashes. This mascara is thin enough to easily coat lashes without clumping, while the brush coats every lash, so they become full, defined, and lengthened in a few quick swipes. This is a non-smudging mascara, which is perfect for everyday wear. Some pretty big claims. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Right, so very, very pretty purple packaging. Standard mascara wand tube thingy tube. Ooh, I love. Okay, ooh, I didn't notice this on the package because of the way that it is, but does this look like anything, guys? Love it. Okay, here we go. So this is what 1 coat looks like. This one looks really good. This one, I didn't roll my wand really good, so that was my fault. but this actually looks good for one coat. I'm gonna build it up to 3 and see what happens. So dipping back into the tube. I don't know how they did it, but do you guys see how clean that wand is? It has mascara on it, but it's not clumped up at the bottom here. So I'm gonna go with my good one. Holy crap. There's 2 coats on this eye. Trying so hard not to mess up my eyeshadow, you guys. So really quickly, what I like so far is how the wand grabs the lashes when you're curling it through, kind of like, you know. I don't have any mascara wands that do that. Because, you know, when I try to do that, they poke me in the eye. Alright, so here goes coat number 3. Still a nice clean wand. And here we go, guys. Let's pray we don't get spider lashes or clumps. There's 3 coats on this eye. This eye is being wonky today, and I don't know why. I'm done messing with this eye because I don't know what its problem is, but 3 coats on this eye. And honestly, I feel like we could apply more, but I'm not going to. I'm going to zoom you guys back out for just a minute. And we're at the part where I want to get into lipstick. So, I did not pick up an eyeliner from them. My camera's going to shut off. Un momento. Alright, you guys, so moving on to a lipstick. This is their Satin Crush lipstick, and this is what color I picked up, and this is in the shade Moroccan Spice. I wasn't really sure how crazy I was going to get with the eyeshadow, so I wanted to go more nude on the lips. They do have a beautiful array of colors, so, and from what I saw, they were nicely pigmented. Here we go. And I will just do one. Look at that pigment. Girl, stop it. Alright, I am not going to line my lips right now. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this. You guys saw how it applies. You saw how it applies. Alright. Now, I am just building it up on my lips because I can. It feels nice and light and comfortable on the lips. Now, I would prefer to have a lip liner on, for sure. So this is their packaging also. You guys, I feel like everything that they released, they made it look super nice. Like, do you remember back in the day when e.l.f. was a $1 brand, and then they moved up to like $3 when they came out with the mineral line? This brand is all $5 and under. $5 and under for everything. So, and supposedly they are wanting to stay that way, like that's it. So they're super affordable, and it's just like, you guys saw for yourself so far how like pigmented and beautiful everything is. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and set my face for the day, and then I'm gonna take you guys along with me today so that you guys can see the wear test. And yeah, as soon as I get done with my naps today, I will show you guys the final look. I'm not gonna apply anything else. This is it, but I don't want my final look to be with my turby twist. So honestly, guys, right off the bat, I do not feel like I have makeup on. That's how lightweight this foundation is. I think that it looks really beautiful on my skin as of right now. It's sitting beautifully on my nose. You guys know my nose is the driest part of my face. And usually everything just looks super, super dry there. The lipstick applied nicely. It's super creamy and lightweight on the lips. It has nice pigmentation. And usually right here, a lot of foundations sink deep into my pores, and it almost like accentuates them to the point that I just want to wipe it off and like cake on pore primer. I don't feel that way right now. But again, I'm going to take you guys along with me today, and we're going to see how this makeup wears. I am truly going to put it to the test. It is nice and kind of warm and humid a little bit today, so we're going to see what this foundation and the rest of these products can stand up to. I will be right back after I do my hair, and yeah, let's get the day started. Hey guys, so it has been 4 hours. Thought I would do a check-in. Got kind of cold, so I'm kind of bumming it just a little bit. I'm gonna pull off my glasses and zoom you guys in just a little bit so that you can see, because I do wear glasses. So this is what everything is looking like right now. Ignore the fact that I applied a little too much contour, because at first I was like, ooh, she bronzer. No, it's contour. So right now it is not looking bad at all. I don't know if you guys can notice, but my under eyes, I am like, whoa. Because if you guys ever notice, like even after I fully get ready for a video, I'm gonna zoom you guys back out. After I fully get ready for a video and I film right away, even after I've set my under eyes, most concealer, you can still see it here in the cracks, okay? With this one, I don't feel like it's doing that. I think that everything looks really good, obviously, except for the area where I wear glasses. But even so, you guys, I could just kind of tap it out like I usually do with most makeup. Sometimes I can just take my finger and the heat of the product is just gonna kind of fill those areas in. But in general, I think this stuff looks good. I did ask Nick earlier when he came upstairs to talk to me about some stuff. I was like, babe, I was like, what do you think of the makeup? And he even said to himself, he's like, he goes, that looks really good. I go, does it look like cheap makeup? Does it look like $5 makeup? He goes, no. He goes, it surprisingly looks really like fresh and dewy. And so yeah, if a guy can peep that. But yeah, this is at the 4 hour mark. I'm gonna go another 4 hours and see how everything holds up, and then I'm gonna pass the footage off to Nick because we are getting this uploaded today. But you guys, right now I'm just really, I'm impressed. I'm fully impressed right now. Usually by the 4 hour mark, I would say on most days, if I have my glasses on and I'm sweating, I have to touch up at least right here and like right here. I also have to take, you know, my middle finger or ring finger and tap out my concealer. I have not had to do that yet. I'm just, wow. Wow. Obviously the lippy came off. It's a cream lipstick, so they're not long wearing and what have you. But I usually have to reapply those throughout the day anyways on most lipsticks, so it's not really a big deal. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. I apologize for the glare in my glasses. I will see you guys at the next 4 hour check-in, and then I will give you guys my final thoughts. Bye. Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So it is the final check-in. So here we go. Ba-dum-da-dum. All right. So the only thing that I have reapplied to my face since my last check-in, obviously, is my lipstick. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little bit, let you get the final look, and you be the judge. Now, I did just wake up from a tiny nap where I was laying on this side, so let's see how she lasted. My hair back so you guys can see everything. Now remember, I am a glasses wearer, so if there are patches here, it is from my glasses.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts on everything. First and foremost, I think that this brand, excuse me, is super affordable. Obviously, I said that earlier in the video. I am truly, I mean truly impressed by all of the products that I tried here today. Now, please keep in mind, I was not able to try all of their products, such as eyeliner, lip liner. They have single shadow, single blushes, single highlighters. They also have two their little circle like color correcting primers, I believe. They have those. They have loose powders. So from what I tried, which I feel is a good amount of stuff, from brows to concealer, the foundation, the primer, mascara, the eyeshadow, and one of the contour kits. Let's compare this to another brand. So I'm going to compare this to e.l.f. when e.l.f. went up to $5, and let's go $5 and under in comparison. So, super pigmented. As I said before, I was blown away by the pigments in these products alone. I think that these are super pigmented, super obviously long lasting in my opinion. I mean, I napped on this side and I can still see my highlighter is on point. I can still see my contours on point, and I can still see my blush there on both sides. And $5. So I feel like I more than got my money's worth. Eyeshadow, I think it still looks really, really good. I think that the pigments in the shadow are out of this world. As far as blendability, I think it blends as good as some of my more expensive eyeshadows, you know? I'm not gonna say that it's a high-end eye formula, but you guys saw the swatches, you guys saw me blending it. Holy crap, I mean, this blends and it performs better than a $5 eyeshadow kit. So, highly, highly recommend. The primer I thought was really moisturizing, and this sucker has to be really moisturizing because my nose, you guys know, is so dry. And for something like a new foundation and a new concealer especially to lay on my nose and not emphasize dry areas, these three products working in conjunction together have to be good. So right now you're looking at $5, $10, and then $19. So there's $19, $20 worth of product here, and they perform better than some of my high-end products. So I highly, highly recommend. This is super moisturizing. I feel like it's very hydrating, moisturizing. The base gets nice and tacky to really lock your foundation in, and it's just, it feels great on the skin. It gives you that youthful, dewy look. $5. I have primers that cost way more than that I'm just like, nah. The foundation, holy crap. When I applied this to my face, I was already in awe just by how it laid over my texture and my pores and dry patches on my face. Dry, and it looked beautiful. This performed as well as one of my higher end foundations that I can't get enough of. I do think that for myself, maybe like in the mid section to a little bit of the deeper section, I do think that they need to come out with more shades, but keep in mind they are a brand new brand. So, you know, they're going to expand, obviously. They're going to be experimenting. So I think that we need to be patient with them as a new brand. But for $5, I did not expect a luxurious formula like this, as well as a luxurious packaging. This is phenomenal. I was able to build it up to full coverage, and on the website it states that it is a natural finish. So again, really impressed. This really surprised me. I think that it wore very well, especially on my skin, because a lot of products will sweat off in certain areas. You guys,
it's not missing in any areas on my face. So the real test is going to be how she performs in the summertime. But for right now, I'm like, damn, it's good. It's so good. So the concealer I thought was really, really good. Now when I swatched this on my hand, I was like, dang, look at that coverage. But this is a $4 concealer, you guys. And then but when it dried, I was like, oh my God, that's going to be so dry and cakey on my under eyes. But it wasn't. It did not settle in those little creases like every other concealer that you guys have seen me test out settles. Like, I know by like mid-video you guys can see that sometimes. It hasn't done it. It did not leave my under eyes dry and cakey. And of course, I used my Ride or Die powder, so I did set this. But I thought that this was really good. I thought it provided good coverage. I do have dark under eye circles, and I thought it did a great job of brightening this up because this was super, super dark, even after I mixed it with I can't find it, but the Physicians Formula brightener drops, the shade adjuster. I thought that those drops did a good job, but this did a great job. So this combo together really kicked ass for me. And even when I got in daylight, it was like, holy crap, it still matches. So I did go out in public with this. The next two products, these eye products, I was really, really, really impressed by as well. There is not anything that I tried today that I was not impressed by, especially price-wise, packaging, formula. It was just like, those are not $5 and under product, but you guys, they are. So the brows I loved. It was super, super creamy. It glided really nicely, and it allows you to create hair-like strokes, which I thought was really, really nice. I can't say more good things about this. It was really, really nice, and it lasted all day. And I'm one of those people that touches my face a lot during the day, and it didn't rub off, so that was really nice. Mascara was great. You guys saw me apply 3 coats of this mascara. It did not get clumpy. It did not flake throughout the day and get dry and cakey. You guys saw it first, so I thought that this performed better than some of the 20+ dollar mascaras that I have in my collection, so this blew me away as well. Last and final product is the lipstick. Now keep in mind this is a cream formula, so you are going to have to apply this more throughout the day. However, for being a cream formula, and like I think this was like a $3 or $4 lipstick, girl, that pigment was there, the creaminess of the lipstick. It didn't get all dry and crumply. It didn't give me butthole lip. I mean, just keeping it real. But I thought that this really performed well. Like, the shade range that they have also is pretty poppin'. You guys head on over to dollargeneral.com or your local store to see if they have the display up. These lipsticks are bomb. The packaging as well, you guys. The packaging alone looks luxurious in my opinion of some of these products, so I still cannot get over that they are $5 and under. They perform much better than a $5 and under product is what I'm trying to say. Now moving on to the last and final product is the sponge. I really do like the sponge. I like that it has all these different sides that you can really get into, you know, those nooks and crannies, like your nose, it's hard to get into. So I do like that. The only thing that I didn't like about the sponge is that it does tend to suck up a lot of your product. So if it comes to applying my foundations with a brush, I would probably go that route first, and then if I needed to or what have you, if I applied too much, I would use this to kind of, you know, pat, pat, pat and suck up some of that foundation. Also, it is a nice sponge. It does suck up product though. Do I think it is good for the value? Absolutely. Instead of spending $20 on a beauty blender, you can spend $4 on a sponge like this, and it's really going to get into all those nooks and crannies. So my battery is flashing at me, you guys, so that is all the time that I have for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and wear test, and so I want you guys to sound off below. Let me know what you think. Are you going to go pick up some of these products, or do you think that they're a gimmick and they're just like not worth your time? So let me know what you guys enjoyed from today's video. If you have any questions on any of the products that I tried today, you can DM me here on Instagram at BudgetDivasCloset, or just drop me a comment down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you in my next one. Thank you so, so much. If you are new here, what's up? My name is Tash. I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you are notified each time I upload, which is 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And I will see you guys
guys later. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys to pieces. Bye, guys.